What's going on, guys? I'm Bill and welcome to Bill's How To. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to replace the line on your bump feed line trimmer. Let's get straight into it, guys. Let's do this. Alright guys, so we've got a viewer out there that's asked how do you replace the line on your bump feed line trimmer. Now in this particular case we've got the Husqvarna, but you'll find the vast majority of brands out there will have the exact same process, especially your larger brands like Honda as well. So the first thing we're going to do is remove this upper cap here. Now we've got a button on this side and a button on the other side. You just want to press those both in and we can remove our spool. And if you have a look inside, we've got one more cap inside. And that's our main spool right here. So we can now discard whatever's left over inside. With your line, you can really pick whatever you like as long as it's the right diameter for your line here. Good quality line will last a lot longer and it'll spin a lot faster. You want to take 3 body lengths, so just stretch it out. 1, 2, 3. Now this one here is the end of the packaging here. So just a quick little tip, I see a lot of people struggling with these little attachments here. It's a little cutting tool that comes with some spools or some lines. People really have a difficult time in using these, and that's because they're using it wrong. You see a lot of people trying to fold it over and trying to cut it and wiggle it, and that's not the way it's supposed to be used. If you take your line, fold it wherever you want to cut it, you've got a little tension there on that loop. You take your tool, you go over the top, and now we've separated it. So that's the way you use this tool here. Once you're done with it, feed it through one side, back through the other, and that's now nice and secure, ready for the next time you need it. So now we've got our line. What we want to do is center this, so we take both ends, let the 2 ends meet up, follow it all the way back through, and this is going to be our starting point here. So we've got our center point right there. We take our spool. Now you'll see here there's a couple little notches, one on this side and one on the other side. Doesn't matter which side you start on, but what is important, so you just need to feed it through like that. What is important is the direction. So if you have a look on the back here, you can see the arrows are facing this way, which means we need to rotate our line on in that direction. If you put it in the wrong direction, when you try and bump feed it, it simply won't come out. So we're going to put it in on the right direction. I put my finger in between both lines and then we can just wrap that there on. Get almost to the end. Okay, and then you'll notice there's a little notch up on top here and there's one on the bottom as well. So what you want to do is take one of the lines, feed it through, that clicks in nicely. Do the same thing on the other side. Click it in. Now we can take our cover. Okay, another thing to be careful of, if you have a look at the bottom here, you can see all these little ridges here. We just need to make sure that they line up with our spool. So if we have a look at our spool, you can see the ridges are down the bottom here and not up the top. So we need to just make sure we've got it in the right way. The ridges go down the bottom. So just line this one here up, just like this. So you can see these sections here, the guides. We're going to line that up with our line. Drop it in place, and once you're ready, you can then click this over into the guide, and that's now ready to go. Drop it back over the top. Now we're going to line up these 2 little sections here where we originally took off the cover. Line that up, pop it in place, and now we're ready to go. Now with the line, if you've got a little bit too much line, you can see there, that's going to hit the guard. So what we can do is we can cut that one there off. You can use your little tool, or you can just use a utility knife. So we're going to trim this one here down. Same thing on the other side. And now we've got our line ready to go. Whenever you need to bump feed it, give it a little bit of pressure on the throttle, tap that down onto the floor, and this little section here is going to pop, which is going to open up the spool and allow more line to come out. So there you have it, guys. That's how to re-spool the line on your line trimmer. This one here is a bump feed. Very important to get it right, otherwise it simply won't feed out. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video and you've learned something new. As always, like, comment and subscribe. Until next time, I'm Bill. Thanks for watching Bill's How To. So you can see here it's nice and short. Start her up. And now we've got our line extended.